Hey guys, it's Zach from the Concon channel, and in this video I'm going to show you all the Encore Exotic Mission secrets in Destiny 2. Now, in order to get the Encore Exotic Mission, which can be found in the Helm, you'll need to complete a Rising Chorus Act 3, which is the story missions of Act 3 of this current season. Once you have completed a few missions, you should get the Rising Chorus Act 3 mission, which will then unlock you the Encore Exotic Mission. After you've completed the Encore Exotic Mission at least once, you will unlock the Choir of One exotic weapon, which is this gun right over here. Now, it actually has two firing modes, which is its automatic mode, which looks like this, and then it has its almost shotgun mode, which is pretty much its hip fire, and once you shoot, it shoots 5 rounds in one shot, and it does quite a lot of damage in a short period of time. Also, once you complete the Encore Exotic Mission on normal, Banshee will also give you a quest, and if you complete more of the story for Act 3, you'll also get 2 more quests, which essentially allows you to get the catalyst for the Choir of One. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you is all the secret chests, as well as the intrinsic perks and NES008 and NES009. Now, first things first, I recommend you complete the Encore Exotic Mission at least once so you can unlock the Choir of One, as well as get this quest from Banshee, which helps you unlock the 3 catalysts for the Choir of One. Now, the first quest is going to tell you to open up the first secret chest, which I'll mention when we get there in the video, as well as complete the exotic mission on expert difficulty. Now, I found this little cheese if you're starting this quest late, that actually if you collect all the 7 secret chests on the exotic mission as well as complete it on expert, you can just claim the catalyst from Banshee after completing your initial run for expert as well as the 7 chests. So what I mean by this is, once you've done your expert run and your 7 chests, all obviously in one run, you can then return to Banshee, and when you go to collect the second and third quest from Banshee, instead of having to replay the mission another 2 times, you'll just get the catalyst instead, which is awesome. Now let's get back to getting all those chests in one run. Now, the first secret chest is going to be found right after completing the jumping puzzle. Now, instead of taking a right, you're actually going to take a left, and you're going to come to this room. And once you see this room, there's going to be this Vex module in the middle of the room, and you'll need to access it. Once you've accessed it, these cubes are going to spawn. Now, you'll need to shoot the cubes with the glowing cube beneath it, and you'll have to do it with each and every single one, as you can see, like that. So once you do that, there's going to be 4 more cubes that spawn on the outside of the circle. Now, you'll have to do the exact same thing by shooting the cube with the glowing cube beneath it. What this essentially does is it connects the portal so that we can get the other secret chest. But once you have completed this will be the first secret chest that you get. Now, after that, you just want to continue the mission as normal. Now, once you progress through the mission, you should get to this point of the mission where you'll need to defeat a Minotaur, and you'll get the Vex module partition that you can place here in this base to open up the wall. Once that's done, the wall will open, and then the Vex module is going to appear in the middle, and you'll need to access it again. This is now going to open up our portal to the right, and we're going to go through. And once we are through, we are then going to take a left, and we're going to get 2 secret chests. As you come in, there's going to be a access point over here and an access point on top. So we are going to do this one first. Once you access this module, it's essentially going to spawn 5 plates that you'll need to shoot at, and there's going to be a beam of light pointing to each one. So if you don't know where they are, you can just follow that beam of light, or you can just follow me as I'll show you where every single one is. Once you shoot them, it should say that the establishing simulation has been synced. Here's the second one. Here is the third one. Here's the fourth one. And then the last one is at the back right over here. Just be careful, you do have a time limit, so try and complete it as fast as possible. Once that is done, we are now going to head to this conflux at the top right over here. And once we access this conflux, it's going to spawn in some Minotaurs that we'll have to defeat within the time limit. Now you'll just have to defeat them as quickly as you possibly can. Now they will try and teleport to different areas on this section of the map. So if you can't see them, you just have to go and look for them. But they are generally easy to find as they just keep trying to shoot you, so you should see where they are shooting from. Once you've defeated them within the time limit, the chest will then spawn at the top right over here. Once that's done, if you want to exit back to the teleporter from where you came, all you need to do is come to the left hand side of the map from the conflux that was up there, and it should be right over here. Once you're in here, you are now going to take a left into this room. Once you're straight across, you should come to the aberrant code containment with this hexahedric mind in the middle. Now, once you're in this room, to start the encounter, all you need to do is walk into this cube. And now a Minotaur is going to spawn in the area that we'll need to defeat in order to get the blue module so that we can access these rooms above. So as you can see, the cube is now above this area specifically. And now we need to figure out which one of these portals will take us to that specific cube. As you can see, there will be a line telling us which portal will take us to which area. So this obviously isn't the right one. So you'll just have to test these because it is randomized. So there we go. We now have figured out that this one goes to that room. So once you enter into this room, there'll be 3 cubes. One first to your right, then to your left, and then to your right again. And now you'll need to look for the cube that has the smaller glowing cube ahead of it and destroy it. Once that's done, we'll then be able to damage the boss, and we'll now need to do this 2 more times. Once you do that, you'll then get the secret chest if you haven't collected it. And once you defeat the boss, although you have collected the chest, make sure to look for this cube, which is going to be the specimen that you need to collect. As you can see, once we've collected it, we'll now get the specimen ID NES008 quest. Once you're done with this secret chest, you can then head back through the portal. Once you move back through the portal, the way you get back to where you came from is you need to come to where the yellow light is. So just go through here and you should end up right back over here. And you can now progress to the mission as normal. Now the next section where you can get secret chests is going to be right here when you get to the laboratory. And you'll know you're here because obviously you'll come into this area. Now, instead of scanning the EXO, you're just going to access this module right over here. And it's then going to open up the portal straight ahead. Once you get through, you are then going to take a left. Now, once you get into this area, you'll be put into the Vex Jungle construct. Now, this is where you can complete the second quest from Banshee to get the second catalyst for the Choir of One. And as you move forward, you should see this red wall to the left. Now, we're going to move this way. And I'll pretty much just show you where you need to go to collect these specific items. So here will be the first one. Once you've collected all of the little specimen things, it should say that the simulation has been synced and you'll get the secret chest, as well as the signal seeker triumph. Now, once you've collected that secret chest, you can then head back through the portal, and now we are going to go straight ahead. This is going to take us into the refraction construct. Now, this is actually going to be the location where you can complete Banshee's third quest to get the third catalyst for the Choir of One. And this is essentially where we are going to get the specimen 009. Now, there's going to be these two hydras on each end that you'll need to kill in order to activate the encounter. So there's one. Here's the other. Once you defeat them, it should say that the simulation sync has been initiated. And now there is going to be a Minotaur that spawns in that drops his skull, and you can go ahead and pick that up, and then you'll need to pick up this connection module. Now you're going to see these orbs. Now you'll need to place this connection module on the side where the orbs are. So because the orbs are here, I'm going to place it down here, and now we need to stand on this glowing platform right over here. Now I recommend standing in the middle of the platform, and this can be a bit finicky, but you pretty much have to shine it until it goes through all of the orbs. And once it goes through all of the orbs, it should say that the partition has been weakened. Now you'll see that the orbs are going to spawn on another side, and in this case it's on the opposite side. So now we need to go and retrieve the connection module, and now we're going to do it on this side. So once we install it, we just need to stand on the platform. There is only two glowing platforms, so it's not that hard to miss. And then we have to pretty much do it in the middle once again, and once you get it, it should say once again partition has been weakened. Once you do that, you can then go ahead and pick up the final connection module that's going to be in the cave back there. And now we are going to have two sets of orbs spawn. As you can see, it's on that side, and it is going to be on this side. So now we have to take both the connection modules and place them on each side where the orbs are. So there's one, and now we are going to retrieve our previous one. And now we are going to place it on this side where the orbs are. Now the only tricky part about this one is you kind of need to figure out which side you need to shoot the laser on. But it's all about trial and error. And as you can see, we got it first try, so it was on the left side over here. Now we're going to have to do this one last time, so you can then pick up one of the connection modules, and now we need to look for the orbs. Once you have completed all of them, it should say simulation sync, and then you'll get your secret chest. And then once you come to this little area here, you should see these specimens inside of this container, and you can go ahead and collect them. Once you've collected that secret chest, you can then head back through the portal, and now you're going to take a right. And when you come here, you'll be in the Aberrant Code containment area. Now the secret chest location is also going to be where you can complete Banshee's first quest for the Choir of One catalyst, where you'll need to open up a secret chest as well as complete the Encore mission on expert mode. But then once you have the bounty, you can then continue with this puzzle. Now there's going to be two blue modules that spawn in front of you. Now the way this is going to work is that you need to activate all of these red crystals, but there's a floor above with these purple crystals that we need to destroy. Now after destroying a crystal, we'll have 60 seconds to destroy the crystals on the left or the right of the purple one, but I'm going to do this in an order where you'll get it pretty much every time. So the first portal we are going to take is this left one, and then the second portal we need to take is the middle one, so number 3. Then the third portal we need to take is this one, number 4, and the fourth portal we need to take is this one, number 4, and the fifth portal we need to take is number 2. So once you have that, this is going to be 1, 3, 4, 5, and 2. So just remember that order. So once you've gotten the Vex module, you can then place down your blue modules along, just so it can go faster, especially if you're doing this as a solo. Then we'll know how to do it. So you'll see now we're going to go into the first portal, and we are going to destroy it. And as you can see to the left and the right of that purple crystal, the timer is now counting down. So remember to not get confused with where you need to go, as you only have 60 seconds. You don't even need to run all the way, you can pretty much just shoot it from the portal. And I recommend taking the Vex module from the previous portal so you know which one you actually need to go to. Just be careful, there will be quite a bit of enemies that spawn, but if you do it quick enough, you can get it done before it gets too hectic. And once you have completed it, it should say that the simulation has synced and now all the enemies will despawn and you should get your secret chest. Once you have completed the puzzle, you can then return back through the portal and then you can continue the mission as normal. Now the next secret of the Encore Exotic Mission I'm going to show you is the Vex Countermands. Now if you press your options button and you go to Journey, Triumphs, Episode Echoes, and you go to Exotic Mission Encore, if you go to the second page, you'll see that there's a triumph called Identify Friend Foe, and you'll need to collect 7 Vex Countermands to get the Vex Countermand specimen. Now in order to do this, you obviously need to go to your director and you're going to go to the helm and you'll need to play the Encore Exotic Mission, as this is where all those Vex Countermands are going to be found. Now in order for these Vex Countermands to spawn in, you'll need to complete the Signal Seeker Triumph, which is done by completing the secret chest that takes place in the Vex Jungle. So now I'm going to show you where the first Vex Countermand can be found, which is in the starting area as you begin the mission. Now I'll just show you where to go and you can just follow along. Now the next Vex Countermand is going to come right after completing the jumping puzzle, so you're going to move ahead and go to the right. And you'll also see that to the left is a proximity center and it also helps you locate the Vex Countermands, but obviously since I'm showing you, you don't need to use the sensor. But the next one is going to be right over here. Now the next Vex Countermand is going to be in this area over here, so you can just follow me. And it is going to be right over here. So the next Vex Countermand is going to be in this area once you progress from the previous one. Now once you're here, you obviously have to defeat enemies and collect the Vex module from the right here, and then you can go ahead and place it in here. You're then going to take the portal, and once you've taken the portal, you're going to go behind the portal and you should see the Vex Countermand right over here. Now moving on from the last point, once you get to this area, you can just follow me. Now the following Vex Countermand can be found in this area where the second planetary piston is. Once you're here, you can just follow me. And here's where the Vex will be. Now the 7th and final Vex Countermand is going to be in this area just before you get to the lab. Now you'll see that once we come across here, the Vex Countermand is going to be on top of this rock. And this will be the final Vex Countermand. Once you have completed all 7 Vex Countermands, you can then go to your journey. You can go to Triumphs, Episode Echoes, Exotic Mission Encore, and claim the Vex Countermand Specimen reward. Once you've claimed it, you can then go to the helm. Once you're in the helm, you're then going to look over to your right and you're going to then come here and place the Vex Countermand specimen, as you can see right over here. Now, the next secret of the Encore Exotic Mission is the Transient Whisper Emblem, which will be completed by actually playing the Encore Exotic Mission, but on Expert. Now, one thing to note for this Transient Whisper Emblem, you'll need to equip the Whisper of the Worm. And if you do not have it, all you need to do is just go to your quests, and if you cycle through them, you should see the Whisper of the past exotic mission, which will give you the Whisper of the Worm. Now once you're in the Encore Exotic Mission, you can then just follow me. And once you get to this section right here with the wall, you can then go to your weapons and equip the Whisper of the Worm. And once you have it, this path should open up. Now once you're in this room, there's going to be a portal that you'll need to enter through, which is right over here. Now once you enter into the portal, it'll restart you to the beginning of the map, and now you'll have a 35-minute timer in order to complete the Encore Exotic Mission within that timer. And once you do so successfully, you will unlock the Transient Whisper Emblem. This can be done solo or it can be done with a fire team, but it's up to you. Now the final secret of the Encore Exotic Mission is going to be the 8 anomalies, which you get for completing the Act 3 quest line. Now in order for these 8 anomalies to spawn, you'll need to finish the story campaign of Act 3, and then once you have done that, you'll then need to go to the helm and you'll need to talk to Saint 14 at the helm. Once you've spoken to Saint 14, you'll then need to approach Failsafe, and she's going to give you a new mission called the Epilogue Anomalous Voices. Now once you've collected the quest, we're then going to go to Europa, and now we'll need to make our way all the way up here to investigate the anomaly. So we're just going to spawn by the Charon's Crossing. Once you make it into the dedicated area, you'll see that the anomaly is actually going to be right over there, and now we'll need to get there. Now once we get inside and we get close, we now need to access the Vex simulation. Now after investigating that anomaly, we now need to go to the helm and we need to start the Encore Exotic Mission, as this is where the rest of the 8 anomalies are going to spawn for us to get. Now the first anomaly is going to be in the starting area, so you can just follow me. And here it is right over here. Now make sure that after you complete the jumping puzzle, you come to the room to the left and you activate this Vex module in the middle here so we can connect all the portals. If you've forgotten how to do this, all you need to do is just shoot the cubes with the glowing cube beneath it, and you'll have to repeat this process for the cubes on the outside of the circle. Now the second anomaly can be found in this area where you'll have to activate these 3 diamonds. So all you need to do is come to the left and just follow me. And it is going to be right over here. Now the third anomaly is going to be found in this area of the Encore Exotic Mission. Now you can just come to the left and follow me. And once you get here, you should see the anomaly. Now the fourth anomaly is going to be in this area over here where you need to get through the portals. But once you've opened up this portal right over here, once you exit and you look to your left, the anomaly should be right here. Now the fifth anomaly is going to be in this area over here. Now all you need to do is just come here and it's going to be to the left. Now the sixth anomaly is going to be in this area where you come across the second planetary piston. Now it is just going to be over here to the left, right over there. And here it is. Now the seventh anomaly is going to be in this area and you just want to follow me. And the anomaly is going to be right over here. So now I'm going to show you where the eighth anomaly is. Now once you come to this laboratory, don't scan the droid over there, just go to the Vex module, and this is why I said to activate it in the first room so that this one could spawn so we can actually open this portal. Now once you're through the portal, you're going to take a left into this portal right over here, and you should be put into this area here. Now this area is very difficult to explain, but just follow everything I do in this clip and you can just slow it down if I go too fast. and it is going to be right over here, the final Vex simulation. Once you have completed it, you would have completed the quest as well as get the Before Aurora emblem. It's been Zach from the Concon channel. I hope you guys enjoy the video and thanks for watching.